Howdy folks, welcome to Manor Lords beta. Just enjoying the scenery and the pathing issues. There do seem to be a lot of pathing issues in this beta, along with other problems, but there's also a ton of good stuff. Oh, the other guy left, so now he can work. Nice. This is my salt mine. I thought I'd come in and kind of just do a little overview video of Burenbach. We are on, which map is this? The lake map. I can't remember what the lake's called. We're down here in the lower right hand corner, and I'm on peaceful mode in this playthrough. I've done some other playthroughs, even did a little streaming of some where I had multiple regions and was testing that out. This is a peaceful build. Just got kind of tired of the buggy AI. It is just me. There's no bandits or hostiles or anything else on the map. And I've been experimenting. I've been having a lot of fun. That salt is getting mined. We'll get rid of that once it's gone. So let's take a little tour. I've got a bunch of farming going on. We're doing all right. Food's still a little tight. But we're working on that. I'm getting my sheep up. You can see we got 14 lambs. So the sheep are coming along. We got a couple horses for the trade post, a bunch of goats, a bunch of chickens, and a bunch of pigs. Got a pretty good variety up here going on. Right now we're using the salt to make sausages from our pork, so that is cool. Eventually we'll also be getting some sheep coming in from the butcher shop. My logging camp started out over there, but I've moved it here and they're working on this forest. A little bit of a jaunt, but it seems to be working out. I'm trying to get a bunch of timber up. I think I need 52 to upgrade my manor. We'll take a look at the whole setup here in a bit. I go to the castle planner. I'm trying to do this, but I'm waiting on... Oh, now I'm waiting on stone. I've got enough timber. We're a little low on the rubble, which I'm having to import. I think I've used up all of my stone. Yeah, I've used up all of my stone. There's a stone pile here. We're in year something. I don't know if... Does that tell you anywhere? If we go to here, records? Somewhere it probably tells what year I'm in. I don't remember. We're doing well. We're exporting a lot of things. We've got money coming in. So far, so good. I got a little bit of money in here. I can actually probably turn those taxes down here at the end of the year. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if royal tax was a thing. It doesn't seem to be a thing yet. I wanted to have a little bit of money in my treasury just in case. So we'll turn that back off. That should get our approval back above 80%. So I kind of went with this circular design, as you can see here. This is the King's Road to come through. So I made this circle. We've got our market here, with our tavern and our church kind of centrally located, along with our trading post. Got my first granary and storehouse here. And then I think I stood up another granary somewhere. Maybe not. Thought I was getting close to needing another granary. Let's take a look here. No, I guess we're doing okay. I thought I had already queued up another granary to be built, but maybe not. All I'm seeing is farm, sheep farm. Little burgage plot there. Did I perhaps make it over here somewhere? It's gotten big enough that I've kind of lost track of everything. I do have just the one farmhouse, but I've got fields all over the place, and that does seem to work okay. I built roads here. Took like 50 planks, but I built a bridge. And yeah, it's not very fertile land because we do have the rich animals and rich berries. So of course that means the farmland is crap. It's actually not too bad for rye. So that's why I've got a lot of rye growing here. This is rotating between rye and wheat. And that's most of it. I got a little bit of flax over here. It's going to start coming in. Did I get some flax in? No. I think this is the First year. Where did my flax go? I should have some flax. Is it called sheaves? No, we have rye sheaves. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where my flax went. It's possible it already got turned into thread? Linen? No. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe it got lost in the rain. I'll have to pay more attention. And then we have a little bit of barley and flax over here. It's really poor soil for that. And then we got some barley and wheat rotating between these three. And then over here we have some more flax. What is it you're doing, young lady? Plowing. Okay, so they've already harvested. Oh, maybe these have just rotated and they haven't actually grown the flax yet. I think that's what happened. All right, fuel has been my biggest issue. I finally got that under control. So you can see we have a bunch of charcoal now, and that's because I have a fully staffed charcoal kiln there and a fully staffed charcoal kiln over here. This was my initial wood area, and we kind of almost cleared it out. So this logging camp is getting built. I'm going to build one back here and eventually do some logging over here. But we have our saw pit. It's unmanned right now. And that actually got built, so it's unmanned as well. There is a forester hiding in here. He's busy replanting that. And then elsewhere, I've got little camps here. So I got a woodcutter's lodge and a forester over here. And that's just one person seems to get plenty of firewood, at least so far. Once I got them all spread out. We've got another woodcutter's lodge over here. They're bringing in wood. And did I never get looks like I didn't get the forester built over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we'll just make a little trail off into the woods here. Give it a little bit of appeal, and let's go ahead and put a forester's hut here. And we'll let them fill that back in. Then I also have a woodcutter over here. So I had a little bit of a firewood crisis. We're past that now. You can see we've got tons of firewood coming in. So we are in good shape. I don't think... Yeah, we should put a forester hut over here because there's nothing here that's like worth planting fields. So we'll get another one going there. That way we can have replenished wood supply. So kind of back to the circle design. You can see it's just houses all around. I've got my big long plots with veggies. I've got I think this is apples. And I've got a couple big orchards here by the manor that I just put in. This is, does it say what it is? It says orchard. Where does it tell me what it is? Oh, there it is. There's apples in the pantry. And I don't remember what this one is. Yield none. Looks like it's pears. Okay, so we got apples and pears over here. And this was my initial orchard. And apples there as well. This is my artisan district right here. So you can see we got some apiary. We got our brewer, blacksmith, tailor shop, cobbler, and butcher. All right in here. I am importing iron ore, and then I've got a bloomery here. So that is all set up with limits and whatnot. So he keeps us in iron slabs. Bit of crafting, we have 2, so he's busy working on that iron ore. That all seems to keep up. We've got plenty of tools rolling in. We're actually selling the excess tools. So I import iron ore, get the tools we need, and then the excess gets sold back out. So regional wealth-wise, we're doing all right. Then kind of continuing with the artisan theme in this section of town, we've got the clay furnace, lime kiln, stonemason. I've got a weaver's workshop. Now, as you probably know if you've played the beta or watched beta videos, the clothing is broken right now. They're consuming clothing every month instead of every 6 months. So I'm not too worried about the clothing. I think that only really comes into play to go to level 3. Yeah. So we're making some clothes. I would imagine that not everybody has clothes. Yeah, see, this is level 1, so they don't even care about clothes yet. But the clothing is, you know, once you go more and more level 2, it becomes more and more of a concern. Anybody over here level 2? You guys are still level 1. I've pretty much just upgraded my artisans to level 2. So the clothes is not too much of a concern at the moment. And I kind of did that on purpose just because it's broken right now. Hopefully we'll get a patch soon. So kind of artisan crafting district, farming district, and then the rest of this is really just residential. I've got a good smattering of, you know, goats, chickens, pigs, kind of all over the place. And is this my poor hunting hound? So there's a bug where if you have a hunting hound in your hunting camp, and then you move the hunting camp, it abandons your dog on the map. I think... No, that's Hans. He's hunting. Let me go see if my original hunting hound is still here. Oh, it is. So, my hunting camp used to be here in the early days of the village. Here's the poor little Lorentz. He's waiting. He's been waiting there for a couple, 3 years now. He just gets abandoned on the map. That's a bug. I did contribute some screenshots and stuff to a bug report on the Steam discussions, so hopefully they are aware of that. I eventually moved the hunting camp on down the road. One windmill seems to keep up. How are we doing on bread? Not great. Wheat sheaves, wheat grain. Yeah, we're kind of late in the year. I did make a change on the farmhouse to the threshing priority. Oh, I got set back. Interesting. Set that to low. So I wanted them to gather all the crops and then concentrate on threshing. So are they... Yeah, see, they're plowing right now. So they're getting the fields ready for next year, and then they should thresh that wheat, and then we'll get back to having a bunch of bread. As you can see, we've got 39 rye sheaves and 45 wheat sheaves. Still needing to be threshed. I wonder if that's a bug, because I did put that on low. I wonder if it's still low, but it loaded in as medium. So I'm going to go ahead and explicitly set it to medium again and just see if that makes any difference, because we did get everything gathered up. What kept happening is they'd be over here like threshing stuff, and the crops were getting destroyed by rain. So I wanted to put that priority lower. Pick up the pace just a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with this setup. Again, it's just peaceful because I didn't want to mess with the buggy AI and dealing with that. I've done that on a few of the beta playthroughs, and we had some of the action on the live stream that I did. This was just to kind of experiment with town design and get a little peaceful setup. I'm pretty happy with this. We do have our level 2 church. Things are looking nice. I'm going to leave most of it level 1 until they get the clothing thing fixed. And yeah, let's just roll on into next year. Do a little bit of just a visual overview as I close out the video. Just want to make a quick video showing this off. Go check out the beta if you haven't already. Tons and tons of changes. It's in a good spot. Thanks for watching.